Mike.
Hey, Sean. How's it going?
You ready for some sausage
What?
and other stuff? Full English breakfast. We said we don't do enough food on this channel. Now we're gonna have a full English breakfast. Yep. Okay, that fell flat. Anyways, this beer comes courtesy of Hut Butcher for the World. It is called a full English breakfast. It's Citra, Simcoe, Waimea, Kohia Nelson, Hop Kief. Kohia Nelson Hop Kief is all one thing, by the way, just so everyone knows. And Zumo hopped. Or I should have just said Zumo. Double India Pale Ale, 8%. And it's got, look at that. It's got toast, bangers, eggs, tomato. I assume that's a rasher. I don't
It's
know,
a rasher and beans.
beans. The tomato kind of looks like like a like a little starfish.
Wow. I knew exactly what you meant right away.
And the bottom of the can says live, laugh, love. See? Laugh. That's how I made a joke. I made two jokes. The beginning one was really funny, but Mike didn't find it funny. I know everybody watching did. Now I'm just talking. I don't have my beer poured. I'm an amateur. So if we were proper beer reviewers, we probably would have looked up to see if this was a smash up of all the other beers. He's just trying not to look at me now. All the other beers that have like this similar art with the food, but we didn't. What I do know is, and I want to make sure that everyone knows this, it is a collaboration with Pretty Decent Beer Company in London. Now it all makes total sense. That part I didn't realize. Did you look, Mike? Did you look? Don't give me that look and say, because you didn't look either. You didn't. You weren't gonna. You didn't know that. Oh, he hates me. Okay. It's pretty filthy on my side.
Yeah, this is like an opaque, almost yellow, yellowy orange kind of a color.
Yep.
The head
It
is very, very wide. You got about two fingers of it. Looks awesome.
looks awesome. See if it's. You want to see if it smells awesome?
I do. Might as well get married.
After the last video, we're ex best friends.
That's fair. Now we just became ex-best friends because we're married. Interesting.
It's got more sweetness than bitterness.
But it got like bright like lemon, almost soury kind of like that bright lemon or like like a tart orange kind of a smell.
Yep. What's interesting to me is, and I said this when we did the last Hot Butcher video, the first beer we did. I was like, oh, there's that Hot Butcher yeast characteristic.
Yeah.
This, I don't get it. I actually, funny enough, the first thing that my brain went to was this. This reminds me of an other half beer.
Oh, interesting. I did not come to that conclusion. I feel like I get more interesting things from hops from Hop Butcher than I do from other half or anything. I feel like they get certain characteristics out of hops that I don't get from other breweries.
Oh, I don't even mean
And
hops. I'm talking about like strictly like
no, I
what
know
it
what
takes
he's
to make
saying,
yeast.
but what I'm saying is like the idea of getting something that's like bright lemon out of in an
Yeah,
IPA, I don't get that except for out of them.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I'll get like a like lemon zest, but then I get almost like lemon.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I got other tropical fruit too, but like I don't know. I just feel like there's certain things I get out of hot butcher beers I don't get from other places. And a
Same.
note like that, which I've gotten out a couple of their beers, is kind of it's them for me.
I'm curious if the difference in yeast that I got is, I wonder if maybe they used
Possible.
pretty decent yeast, right? If they use pretty decent yeast.
Yeah.
The three jokes, if anyone was keeping count. Anyways, cheers.
Are they jokes if they're not funny? Cheers, man.
Before Mike leaves.
Yeah, see, this reminds me of certain things I've had from from Humpers in the past. It reminds me a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
what was that one that was like gardens or something?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Were you talking about? Um, I'm trying to think. It's like a lot of colors going on in the can. Like red and yellow were prominent though, but more colors. I don't. Either way, like
possibly. Yeah,
this
either way.
is.
Yeah, yeah. This is delicious. It's awesome. It has candied citrus. It has lemon. Has like tropical fruit. It has a decent more bitterness than I expected based on the nose.
Yep. But it's so soft. It's
Mm,
pillowy. The
cloudy.
like what I said on the nose about the yeast, but the Hot Butcher yeast is there for that. It has that like that little bit. Well, I guess like maybe that the Hot Butcher stamp with like I guess the little bit of lactose they use, so it has a little bit of extra sweetness, but it's not like overly sweet. I don't want to say that, but it has that like that Hot Butcher kind of just like that kiss of like powdered sugar.
This is delicious. Um,
It's like in the like let's see, Citra, Simcoe, Waimea. I'm just gonna say Nelson because I don't want to say those four words in Zumo. Yeah, I can see the Nelson in there. I can see the Simcoe with that little bit of bitterness you mentioned. The Citra with the overripened, the candied fruits for sure.
yeah.
Waimea, I forget. Well, Waimea, we've had a decent amount of beers with Waimea, but I can't pinpoint what it is. And Zumo, I've heard of before. I think we must have had something with Zumo in it, right? What does Zumo give you? Zumo gives you dead air when you're looking it up. Citrus, citrus, and more citrus. Literally, I was like, this happens to be a typo. It literally says citrus, and more citrus. Prominent lime note, perfect fit for Mexican lagers, but also preferred for IPAs. Yep.
Not interesting. I wonder if that's what I'm getting. No, it's lemon. I'm not getting lime particularly. I mean, I am getting other citrus fruits big time, but like lemon, I'm pulling out pretty hard. Um,
It says, and then Waimea. If I'm butchering it, I apologize. If I'm hot butchering it, four jokes. Waimea imparts a distinctive flavor profile with prominent citrus aromas, including grapefruit, orange, and pomelo. It also exhibits a rich spruce note and a hint of pine. Yeah, I can see the pininess, but
mm,
the pininess kind of comes along with the bitterness. Like
yeah,
all these are working, and like you said, like you get notes from hot butcher beers that you don't get from anywhere else. Like the name that they chose for their brewery is it makes so much sense. It's insane,
yes.
right? Like the
Mm.
thing, like there's so many flavor combinations and things that I've never gotten out of any other IPAs that I get out of hot butcher beers. It's wild.
Yeah, they're really fun. Um, we're really lucky to have their beers. Really lucky. So I don't
Yeah,
it's just if I try to buy them at stores around here, a lot of times they've just kind of been on the shelf a while, and it
yeah,
bugs me.
yeah. I've definitely gotten some fresh stuff like when they first came around, but like I don't know if they've stopped coming up here, and that the stuff that's sitting there is just so old because it is so old, which is a shame. Like I would buy this, I would buy so much of this.
Yeah, this would be a problem if I can get this down the street from my house. It'd be a problem.
Mhm.
It's delicious either way. Big time tropical fruits. Big time lemon. I'm getting almost um yeah, big time lemon. Tropical fruits. Um, nice. They said that that not bracing bitterness, but a nice hint of bitter. Nice
Yeah,
hit of bitter. Sorry, delicious.
yeah, it's fantastic. I don't get the
Mm.
toast, the bangers, the eggs, or the tomato or the rashers, but or the beans. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah,
You can't win them all.
no. We'll talk to them about it.
We'll let it pass. Down in the comments, have you had a full English breakfast from Hot But? Oh, we forgot the most important part:
The drinking?
the tasting notes.
Oh,
The funnest part of a Hot Butcher beer review is like looking at the tasting notes after. I feel, at least for me, I really like it. Bright tropical. Yep,
yep.
nailed it. Sweet lemon. Yep, you nailed it. Juicy passion fruit. Yeah, yeah, I can see juicy passion fruit.
Yeah. Listen, passive fruit is sometimes like,
Tropical.
yeah, sometimes it's horrifically sweet.
Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, just and it does say sweet lemon, and there's a sweetness. I don't know if I would say. Yeah, I could see a combination together. This sweet, this
Yeah.
lemon. Yeah, So again, just like the last video that we did with them, I think we nailed it. Uh, so anyways, all English breakfast, Hopwitch collaboration with pretty decent beer company in London. It says Beer Co. London. Is it supposed to be? Is it really called Beer Co. London, or is it just Beer Co. and they put London so we know where they're from? That's the question. Down in the comments if you know that answer. But yeah, what do you think of Hot Butcher? What do you think of this beer in general? What do you think of Beer Co? What do you think of Pretty Decent? Are they
Decent.
decent? If they're making beers like this and this is their yeast that they're actually using, then I think they're onto something. But anyways, nerdsense.net from their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Actually, we're not on Twitter. That's the old outro. Don't know where my mind is at. I'm so blown away by this beer. Just go to nerdsense.net. All of our social media spots. I changed it now. Now you can get to Blue Sky, but they only do the logo, which is weird. But that's an argument for another day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, those notification bells soon if I post new videos. And I'm Sean. That's Mike. This is Nerdsense. Cheers, buddy.